With this court case of the SEC versus Citadel, or I guess technically it's Citadel versus the SEC because Citadel is the one that was trying to go after them, it is looking pretty good for us as regular retail investors. I'm going to go ahead and share with you some of the key things that was mentioned today, but before I do, I want to say a special shout out thank you to my Patreon supporters. A double shout out thank you to Rem AG and Mark Swenson for being higher tiered supporters. If you want to become a patron as well, there's a link in the description for as little as $1 a month. You can also get up on that board. Let me also say, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. It's my own research. I highly encourage you guys to go do your own research as well. Let's go ahead and get into this. Taking a look at the price action on the day, we can actually see that AMC dropped 2.12%. So a little bit of a downtrend, but guys, volume is really low here. 27.39 million for the day. You can take a look down in the charts here. And just looking at the broad retrospective things, it's very, very low. There are many days where it was a lot more. And I think a lot of the focus right now is heavily being pushed into a couple other stocks, as well as some of the cryptos are making some strong moves. Bitcoin itself is, as I'm talking, pulling down. It's at $62,000. I'm seeing it trying to fight to keep itself back up. It's been bouncing around that like $61,000 to $63,000 range recently. But yeah, so people obviously might get impatient with AMC. I think there's a lot of other things obviously going into play here. I know I just said obviously a couple times, so I apologize about that. But I do think that there are people that are looking at other things that are moving and they're putting money in those directions as well. And that definitely plays a role. Okay, so some key things to point out for you. Updated official FINRA short interest figure released today. 18.17% short interest is surprisingly high, 2.22 days to cover. Last time days to cover was reported that high was April/May. Okay, so still identifying itself, the fact that it's above 10% is a good starting point already. A lot of people want to discredit the fact that these reports suggest that the short interest rate is going down. It's not fully accurate with the numbers that they pull in. That's another issue for things. But, 18% is still really good, guys. You got to understand that. And if it's a lot higher, which many people suspect, myself included, that it is higher, then even better. And when all the things are said and done, have the shorts covered? No, they haven't. Well, the squeeze is still on the table then. So looking over here at Stonko Tracker, 1 million shares available to borrow. We have 8.15 million ETF shares available to borrow. The fee rate down, it's at 0.7%. And out of the money call options, 156,000. So there's potentially going to be another 150,000 more options that might expire out of the money this week. But people just want to keep doing these options. I roll my eyes, like, really, right? Looking at the trading data here, it's still not documenting for the dark pool. It does say here we switched short data to solely FINRA, and as we talked about with this is a FINRA update that John Hollowalk, I think is how you say his name, he shared with us over on Twitter. So hopefully the Stonko Tracker will update that, and we'll see that reflected when we do our video tomorrow. Dark pool data, 9 million shares occurring over there. So that's getting, that's pretty high. I mean, it's millions of shares. I would like to see nothing in dark pool, but position in dollars, $368 million. That number actually has gone down. Something else that's interesting is that we saw that the AMC price went down for the day, right? Down 2.11%. Well, guess what? Just like we've been seeing on many other days, there's more buy orders than there are sell orders. So yeah, you could argue and say that there's a bunch more smaller buy orders than bigger buy orders, but it's still looks like shenanigans. This website I haven't seen before, but I was doing a little bit of digging around, and this suggests that AMC, as far as for based on rank of like how much shares are being traded through the dark pool, AMC is being listed as number 4. And with number 4, this is suggesting 63.26% being moved through the dark pool. And according to this, for the last 30-day percentage, it's identifying as 58.78. I don't know about that because Stonko Tracker, we've been seeing every single day being above 60%. And some people have also pointed out, well, at least one person has pointed out that GameStop is not on this list. And somebody else had responded to them saying that, like, well, that's because they weren't really doing much with dark pool with GameStop. I don't know the full details around that. But in case you're watching my video and you're like, wait a second, where's GameStop? That's what I was reading from those remarks. But with AMC, there's way more shares of AMC as well. And okay, the petition to ban payment for order flow, I'm going to include a link in the description like I have been. I already signed this. If you guys want to help out, then there's time. We could still potentially have some sort of an impact with this. There's 55,000 signatures. There are millions of people that hold AMC. There's tons of people that hold these other shares as well. If you want to be a participant and show your support for that, go sign the petition. The link is in the description, okay? Now here's the really cool, interesting news. This judge gets it. Citadel is not retail. Your last statement, this is from the judge. This is from Judge Justin R. Walker, the United States Court of Appeals for the D.C. Circuit, case number 2014-24, Citadel Securities versus the SEC. So the statement was, your last statement about letting the market play out here, it seems to be that's what IEX wants to do, and it's you, Citadel, who is going to a federal agency and saying stop a private entity, IEX, from doing what they want to do. You're the one who is trying to regulate your way to a market victory. So remarks like this suggest that the judge is understanding the actual circumstances. And it appears that this judge is making remarks that do view the retail investors in their best interests. I see a lot of people that are skeptical and naysayers, and they just want to think negative, and they say like, oh, this is just for show. This is just for show. Like, everyone stop always trying to gravitate towards the negative side. This hasn't been ruled on yet. You're jumping to conclusions. Take it for what it is. And for what it is, this is a nice statement that looks very bullish and supportive of us and progressively moving forward. What have we been fighting for? We've been fighting for the same kinds of things that it looks like IEX is trying to fight for, a more fair, free, open market system. And Citadel does not look like the good guys here. They continue to look like these selfish villains, okay? That's the perception with everything that's been going on. Citadel Connect, the market's getting stopped from being able to buy, from being able to buy back in earlier this year. It's just ridiculous. So then finally with this was posted saying, please Santa, you know what I want for Christmas, and it's not a hippopotamus. So Lawyer of the Apes posted on Twitter, said, they don't go back to court. It was submitted for decision, should have a decision in 30 to 60 days, more or less. So in the next month to 2 months, hopefully before the end of this year, because we still have a little over 2 months left, this decision will go through, and that will have an impact on the market. I hope personally that dark pools will be gone. Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. I do have referral links if you want to get free cryptocurrency or free stock. It is free money for you guys. Feel free to check out those links. It is not financial advice. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. Hit the thumbs up like button. It does help us out with the YouTube search algorithm. Click the bell icon so you know whenever we have a new video. And I will see you in the next episode.